final single word predictions go?
I like that picture of the gold and silver rival.
Freddy from
Because
Five
I
Nights at
always
Freddy's.
name them question mark,
Mean
question mark,
someone
question
from
mark.
non-Nintendo games.
It's gonna be several.
I honestly hope it's gonna be one of those weird picks. It's actually just not in line at all with the rest of the deals.
Yeah, here we
Well,
go.
Gordon
we
Freeman.
begin.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited.
Oh, he looks like he almost just woke
We'll
up
be
as well.
using today's showcase to give you a first look. We're using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC.
Oh shit!
Hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Oh,
The
what?
development team and other
What the
staff
fuck?
have been working on this
Even
fighter for
Nintendo
That's
staff. Oh boy.
which means other
Oh,
Nintendo
God.
staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release for release after the show. It won't be available
Wait,
right
why
away.
am I
Please
echoing?
understand it won't be available right away. Please understand that I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised.
Oh, I think it's echoing through
Wow, really?
Red
Let's all
Bull's
share in the
mic.
fun of getting our
Why
hands
is he hyping it up like that?
getting our hands on the latest
Can't be that good.
However, even if you say that's not the character I hope you don't have any hard feelings. I hope
Oh,
Wow.
called
Whoa!
out.
once it
Snap.
starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
Pretty quickly. What?
Oh god.
Oh shit! Okay. You have 5 seconds.
Okay.
Oh shit! No.
What was it saying?
Yo,
Oh.
Oh.
God.
we got Zelda.
God damn it.
Oh, really?
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas
This better be
upon
some
our
kind of-
enemies.
I
Yo,
hope
you
this
guys
is a
actually
bait. No, that-
joked about
Hey,
this,
it should
and
not
I'm
be
just
another Fire
like,
Emblem. We have enough.
This has.
Bait and switch.
you guys joked about this for way too much. Oh my god.
Charging right
Byleth
into
is
an
so
enemy's trap.
boring. Do not be here.
As you and I are one, I too am
Get a
trapped
Smash
within this
invitation.
void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be.
Also, isn't this kind of spoilery?
Are you prepared to die?
Good.
No, Dark Souls?
I thought as
He
much.
said, she said,
Dark
prepare
Souls.
to die.
I
Dark
also
Souls?
God damn it.
You know how
Prepare to
amazing
die.
that'd be?
There is
Die.
no other choice. You must join Smash.
God damn it.
Ah.
That's
Join
so
Smash
trash.
Brothers already. What in the world are you waiting for?
That's so genuinely trash.
I mean,
Joining
Yeah.
Smash.
Wow.
In the darkness.
Like, I actually can't believe how not caring I
That's
am
fucking
right
easy.
now.
God.
Wow.
Alright, this is like the lamest.
Oh, they're
possible
gonna be in the
choice they
background,
could've
though.
made.
Wow, they just put them all in the background, huh? And it's, it just feels like another Korin. Yo, the internet's gonna break. Oh my god.
All the other swordsmen.
Unexpected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there?
Oh!
You wield the sword as well?
Actual
Did they
bait and
really
switch?
say that?
Wow.
Oh,
So that is how you plan to
Withdraw
win the
from-
day?
that's good.
So be it. I reward your cleverness this time. I reward your cleverness this time.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so rude. That's so rude.
Hey, listen, who's back?
What?
They're still baiting. What's going on right now? What am I watching?
You should be
I don't know.
That's honestly so rude that they gave all of their weapons to them. Oh,
with superior reach.
This is so stupid.
holy crap, Chooch was right. Sakurai's 3 fingers are for 3 houses. We're getting more Fire Emblem bitches.
Along with the sword of the creator. Each weapon matches a direction.
Why did it have to be this
Your
character?
will and mine be now as one. To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash. Show
That
the
is
world.
so boring.
It wasn't. And this is what I hate redemptive.
The email epic level. Like you already have Fire Emblem. There's no need to do 3 houses.
Okay.
It wasn't even a good game.
You go. There's another 3.
Yes. There
Well,
you go.
I better hope
Byleth
this
and
Did
Fire
it say
Emblem
he's such
Three
a troll in
Houses
the
is joining
background?
the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's
That
still very
was
new.
yo.
Even so,
Why did
you'll
I
soon be
wake
able to
up?
play as the
Like, and the funny part about it is, I'm definitely not the type. But oh my gosh, actually, this was the one to just see in retrospect.
Individually. In case you're not familiar with Fire
Hopefully
Emblem
we'll get
Three
some more
Houses, I'll
announcements.
explain a few things, so don't worry.
I guess not.
First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese.
Oh, we're really
The
gonna do
producer
this?
said it's okay if
Are
I
we
just
really?
say
Oh
Fire
boy,
Emblem.
it's the 35-minute breakdown on why
Alrighty,
Fire
if
Emblem
you
the
don't like
best.
Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
The Fire
Right.
Emblem
The series
Police,
first
I like
launched
this.
in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer
Yes,
in
we
the
know.
genre of tactical role
We got this whole
You might
stuff
be wondering
with
what
Marth
makes
and
it
Roy.
particularly
Come on.
Why is
Well,
it
it's
always
tactical,
Fire
in that it's
Emblem?
simulated
Pick some
combat.
other Nintendo franchises,
as
come
moving
It's so
on.
weird that this was like saved for the
Or in
last
other
one
words,
because
a
it's
game
like
in which
it's
you're
the
advancing
safest out of all 5 of the.
Because it's like, you know what the saddest part about that whole situation was? The idea that they straight up just said this was one of the few times where you had characters as prominent, what do you call it, with their weaponry as the 3 house leads, and they're like, you know what? What if we just took their shit and gave it to them instead?
Something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language, though.
Oh
so
my
perhaps we should just
God.
say they're sleeping with the fishes. But really,
Oh
if a
my
character
God,
fell in
this is the
battle,
worst.
you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone, and you couldn't use them again. Recent entries in the
not
series
mad, I'm
maintain this concept
disappointed.
of to some degree in
I
classic
woke
mode
up
and
for
what have
this.
you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The game's
love
stories are told like
Bandit one.
chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios.
You know, except
Several characters also
Yeah.
appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Three
6
houses.
of the 7 use a counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem Fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next, they attack and you counter. Next comes your turn. And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th Fire Emblem series. People who aren't just might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? 17 games? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include Fire Emblem Television Remake, Tokyo Mirage
So he wants to do all of this, but he could have do the solid of putting Lin in Brawl. Like, what the hell?
saying them in the Fire
I
Emblem,
don't
can
know.
you say a challenge?
I'm sure Byleth, the girl
I'll give it a
Byleth
try.
will have like a lin. Oh god, I'm actually so bad at it. I was really hoping for just something weird for the last one.
I don't even think I had hopes, honestly, but I do have to say the internet really did something to me with that whole Dante bullshit.
I mean,
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way.
I was never on it.
I was
I was
counting binary.
Yeah, like I didn't think it would happen. I didn't think it would happen like being straight up.
And then you get
But I
2,
kind of wanted that pleasant surprise of what if it actually did?
This would be 4, 5, 3, 7, and 8. 4, 5, and then you get 16 and 8. And then you get 17. Add 1, and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it? You
No!
can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you
What
use
are you
both
talking
hands,
about,
you can count
Soccer?
all the way up to 10,000.
Binary.
I don't know.
Who used to do this?
This man
If you've
is.
given up counting the knots in the
Except I
tatami
didn't
map,
put
you could
stupid
always give it a
characters
go.
in Smash Bros. With it.
What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Byleth. In English, the female version is called Byleth. But in English, they share the same name. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of three academic chosen house.
I want to see my timeline right now. Holy shit.
You end up fighting the other house. After a certain incident, 5 years pass. You meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their region. It's a very sad game in which your former allies
It's a very
become
sad
enemies,
game in
turn
which your
hostile,
former
and try to
allies
kill
become
you.
enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you.
To understand the
It's sad for
concept
other
of Fire
reasons,
Emblem
actually.
Three Houses,
Understand the
I played an
concept.
early
Like,
Fire
my,
Emblem
I
series.
am.
I've done the same thing before with The Legend of Zelda Breath
No,
of the Wild.
you know
for
why this
example.
happened?
Breath of
Why?
For example.
It's
Because
because
I
they
couldn't
announced
wait
more
until launch
characters,
to
right?
experience it, or because we'd have never made
You know,
it.
no, no,
So
no.
they
I
got
was
some
literally
shit this
thinking.
fast.
I borrowed
Just
the early
some
version
couple
of the game.
actual
borrowed the early
worth
version
buying characters.
Saw the
after.
ending
Ran
and
around
realized
all the
for the
areas,
first time.
saw the ending.
I'm literally just here laughing, just thinking to myself, this is literally a total buy until we get to like part 2, and then we gotta relive this crazy all over again until Fire Emblem Four Houses member.
It was really hard to get a feel for it.
And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs. Like the
And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs like the reference.
Huh?
The
Like,
game
I'm
has multiple
honestly
routes,
just
and the
kind of
outcomes
It
like,
has multiple routes, and the outcome will be
because like
Your experience will vary.
Like, who doesn't know
the
how
thing
to
about
game?
the thing that I'm stuck on here is that this technically could have been the end of the thing at one point if they didn't announce like Wave 2 or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. So it's just,
Before my
how do you
demonstration,
go
I should
from
point
like
out
the
that when
un
I did the
how
Terry
do,
Bogard showcase video,
it's 35 minutes
Who the
long.
hell are you in the background?
but this time we have
But
to
it's
account for
like,
the holidays
what am I
and
saying
such.
here?
So
It's
we're
like, how do
filming
you
2
go
months in
from
advance
the
of this
absolute
video's release.
surprises that were
Right now,
like
it's
Joker,
actually
or
in
like the impossible scenario Banjo,
Therefore, some
the
of what I'm about to show
random
you might
Dragon
differ a
Quest
bit
hero,
from
which
the
is a
finished
character that
version.
probably should have been in for as long as they've been
As
doing
always,
these
I'm
like
using
guest
a special
appearance
in-game
things.
camera and such
And
for
like,
demonstration purposes.
how do you go from all of that and feel like ending
Here I
on
go.
this is gonna be anything more than a huge like, eh?
Yeah, this is like the most bog standard like possible choice it could have made. Like even just doing like just
So, this is our new
Edelgar would
fighter,
have been a
Byleth.
little more interesting.
This is our new fighter.
Edelgar still uses a sword or something. I had a chemical.
It's
No,
maybe
an
a bit
axe.
better than
Designs
Robin,
just
but
look
that's about all you can say.
Property, they could have been
Throws
there
are
for
not their
that.
strong point.
Oh, a bit
either.
better than
Their
Robin.
grab lacks range,
Like, really?
but actually, you could say that they're distance.
You could say that they're distance demon.
The hero's relic they
Oh my
use
God.
changes
Oh, another
depending
one.
on the direction
Hero's
you
relic
aim
they
your
use
Damn it,
stick.
Will.
depending on the
Each of the
direction you
hero's
aim.
relics is a
Oh,
weapon
what's
that
Will's
appears in
leg
Fire
now?
Emblem
No, he
Three
tweeted
Houses.
about there being 3 houses
They
yesterday.
look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
They look like bone, and there's a reason.
First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward
Let's talk about the weapon
The
Byleth
Sword of the
uses
Creator.
for upward input.
The sword of the creator is Byleth's default weapon.
The sword of the creator
They use
here
it for
is
flurry
Byleth's
attacks
default
and
weapon.
tilt attacks,
They
such
use
as
it
down
for
tilt
flurry
attacks,
attacks
where
and
it
tilt
takes the
attacks,
form of a
such as
whip.
down
It's,
tilt,
Rebel.
where it takes the form of a whip.
They give them
They
whips
also
to,
use
yo,
the
what
sword
the
for dash
fuck?
attacks and other moves.
Also use the sword for dash
Oh,
attacks,
Byleth
another
is
move.
look, it's Shulk again.
For their up smash attack,
For their up smash
they'll
attack,
whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the
they'll
air.
whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
For their up air attack,
For their
they'll
up
wave
air
the whip sword
attack,
overhead.
they'll wave the whip sword over.
So it's just better,
The
Simon.
protection for this attack lasts for a
Like,
very
Like,
short time.
why?
Next character, here we
The
go.
up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
Oh, look at that! It's that Joker stuff.
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into
Oh,
the
it
air
actually
with
is.
this attack.
And
And
in
in
addition,
addition,
air without attack. And in addition,
Wow.
It's a spike.
you can do awful things
Wow.
like this.
Up B spike.
things like
Oh, you can just do it
That
again?
said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage
said, you'll
reaches a
launch
certain
opponents
percentage.
upward.
Yuki's gonna love this game.
percentage.
This is definitely a Yuki
See
character.
that percentage, you'll need to be careful. You may find it
Oh,
shocking
great.
to
So it's gonna be
realize.
Bayonetta 2.0.
I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. You can also use it to
So
latch
that's
onto
the-
edges.
Joker. We already
Now,
know.
for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic
Gonna
mythology.
make people really salty.
First,
Oh
we'll
my
go through the forward
God,
and
we
back
got
characters.
what do you
As
call
you
it? A
can see,
spear
they have a long
user
reach.
after how long,
Like
and
so.
it's
They have a
this.
Like so.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check 2, right?
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check 2, right?
If
So
Byleth
it
does the
nerfs
same
his
thing, you'd
range
win
for,
out,
like,
so you
Byleth
should
does
be able
the
to
same
kill
thing.
years upon
Win out,
years.
so you should be able
Next,
to.
the
Right?
side smash attack. This also has a long
The side
range.
smash attack.
It'll connect.
This
even
also
from
has
here.
a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Oh boy, it's
It's just
Also,
better
if you add an
Monado.
upward tilt,
what's his
it will
face?
Better Monado, better Corin,
But if you've
better
knocked an opponent
what do you
down,
call
the
it?
side
Better
attack
Marth
won't hit
even.
opponents
Simon,
unless you add a
like,
downward tilt
won't
to
hit.
Forward smash range too.
Downward tilt to aim.
Eagerly waiting
By
to
the
see
way,
how the
the tip
bow
of the
makes
lance is
like
more
I don't know
powerful.
all the links
Yeah,
irrelevant.
that's
The
so
shaft
forward
part is
smash,
weaker.
and it
The
hits
shaft part
better.
is weaker.
So it's not suited to close combat.
It's not suited to close
It
combat.
won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents
Won't
far.
deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents
That's
far.
why, as a rule, you want to hit
That's
with the
why,
blade
as a
part
rule,
aimed upward,
you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward.
or downward in this case.
Downward in this case.
Next, the side special move.
Next, the side special move.
Byleth
It
will
looks like
simply
the
swing
stage
the
is a
lance
walk
like
off
this.
too, so people are
Byleth
already
will
gonna
simply
be
swing the
mad.
lance.
For example, even when your opponent is at this distance,
For example,
it's still
even when
hit.
your
Different
opponent
areas.
will still hit.
Oh, 'cause he takes a step forward. I'm like, how does that
Actually, you can do a
work?
smash attack to charge forward a little.
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little. Like this.
Yeah, it's a
But
nice
as you'd
looking
expect,
stage.
It can be easily shielded, so
As
be
you'd
careful.
expect.
It's just the shitty
So be careful.
thing from the game.
Use it in
Yeah.
midair and you'll carve up a large
Directly
area.
for it.
In there, and you'll carve up a large area.
Returning to the side air attacks from earlier.
Returning to the
Listen,
side
I'm looking
area.
for positives,
They
man.
lack
They have great
verticality.
horizontal
The
reach.
music's gonna be pretty good, probably.
So this complements it well.
So this
Although
complements
you'll be
well.
vulnerable when
Three
you
Houses
land.
has like
Although
better
you'll be
music than
vulnerable
most
when
of
you
my
land.
games from what I've
Now, for the downward inputs.
For the
For
downward
these,
inputs.
Byleth will use an axe called Emir.
For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir.
It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth.
Named after a weapon that appears
First,
in
the down
Ugaritic
air
myth.
attack.
Oh, thanks
First,
for
the
Really
down
is
air.
strong.
It really is strong.
You can try for a meteor effect with this attack.
Try for a meteor effect with this
Next
attack.
is the down smash attack.
Next
Have
is
you
down
seen
smash.
the axe character that I'm seeing? As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power.
Dude, honestly, dude, we're not having this conversation right now because this is so trash.
Devastating stroke. It's a bold move.
It's not
similar
just
to the
We could have finally had a black character.
When
We
ready
could
to
have
move,
finally had a
use
black
super armor.
character.
How do you use the bow?
Nah, let me just debo their stuff real quick.
That's Heroes crit animation.
Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at
So
about
his
the
down
same
smash is
time,
like his Ganondorf's forward smash, it looks like.
it plays out like this.
Oh god.
It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the
Not
super
down
armor
smash,
effect,
down
you have the
special.
advantage. Super armor effect, you have the advantage,
Eyes will
unless
cease
you
to
get grabbed.
Unless you
Another notable aspect is that it
What
lets
will
you
you
pass
do?
through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower
Is
area.
that Roger from Roger's base?
It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
It won't let you jump, but you can use it.
Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while. So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them.
Oh, lovely.
I thought as much. I also
By
do
the
not
way,
wish to die.
earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves.
Joy
I don't
joins.
recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire
What are
Emblem
you
series
waiting for?
because they just get loads of It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of
What a
block
bitch.
attacks.
And using easily anticipated attacks like this to just get you hit by counter after counter.
Next, we have the neutral moves.
We
The
have
bow
neutral
you
moves.
use is called Failnot.
The bow
which
you
shares
use
its
is
name
called
with the bow
Failnot,
from the
which
Knights of
shares
the
its
Round
name
Table.
with the bow from the
It
Knights of the
only
Round
appears
Table.
in a few neutral moves.
It only appears in a
You've
few
got the
neutral
neutral
moves.
air attack.
You've
This
got the
attack is
neutral
similar
air
to a
attack.
move of pit.
This
and
attack
other
is
fighters
similar
like
to a move of
it lets you
hit and other
spin the
fighters
Ah,
like
yes. The legendary bow spin.
It's also easy to create certain combos.
It's also easy to create certain combos.
It literally feels like they just like,
With
oh
the
god, we
neutral
only have
special,
one attack for the
you'll let
bow.
loose
Yeah.
Make it spin
Give
around.
him the
Straightforward,
fucking
right?
Ivysaur neutral.
But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this
But there
bow.
are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
First, the biggest difference between this bow and
First,
Lynx is
the
that
biggest
once you
difference
enter the
between
command,
this
you
bow
can
and
keep
Lynx
charging
is that
until
once
it's
you enter the
ready.
command, you can keep charging
You
until
can't
it's ready.
release it
This
partway
character has
through
a
the
sword,
charge,
but it's different
so
than
when it
this
does
old
fire,
character.
the
This
arrow
character has a
travels
bow,
at
but it's
high
different than
speed.
this bow character.
It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
It has this
You can
Joker thing,
change
but it's different than
direction while
Joker.
in the stance. It works up until this point.
Okay, but the back turn arrow thing, that's kind of cool.
Keep holding the button.
But then I see that and I'm just like, I want Lynn. Like, I hate you guys. All of these years later and I'm still on that.
Arrow that looks like a beam of light. Arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down.
You can perform this move.
That's Claude's move!
Power
My
like
god,
so.
this character's just
Charge
stealing
a
moves from
bit
other
more and
characters.
then fire.
It's just Dark Pit's arrow.
But again, you'll need to take care when using
It
this
doesn't
move.
matter where the
30.
move
For
comes
one,
from,
when
it's
you've powered up
just,
the move to its
could it have
max,
been
there's
put
no
on
way
a
to cancel
different
out of it.
aesthetic
Not
entirely?
even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. You're committed to firing. So you see, a situation like this is
Oh,
pretty
this character
terrible.
doesn't even sound fun to.
Pretty terrible.
Why is he so?
Once you've entered the stance,
I guess
then
it's
you
a
won't be
different
able to do
playstyle.
anything.
You won't be
Yeah.
able to do anything.
Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a
Not my
reflector.
playstyle though.
But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called
God
Ruptured
damn, that is
This
such
is
an
an
anime ass name.
Forget.
Oh god, that is.
What is his name?
As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
You said that was it?
No, seriously, with a
Now,
name like
let's
that,
talk
that
about
was
the color
it.
variations.
Now, let's
That was
Yeah,
it.
that was it.
So that the
That was such a
default and
strange
odd-numbered color
transition.
Why are
variations are
three
male,
power guys
while the
more
even
exciting
numbered
to
ones
watch
are
than
male.
female?
while the even numbered ones are
However,
female.
the third, fourth,
However,
and fifth colors are, as you can see,
colors
reminiscent
are,
of the
as you
house
can
name.
see,
Oh god.
Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on
We can't
Sothis,
put the
who you
actual
just saw
cool
earlier.
characters in, so we'll just make you look like them.
And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course
The
of the
Super
original game
Saiyan
story.
versions.
Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
Spoilers, it's still not interesting in the game.
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to
Yeah,
recreate
show
the
us
place where you
fucking
spend
Beige
most of the
Land.
game, Garreg Mach Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through
Oh,
the
how
marketplace, reception hall,
Tell me more.
bridge, reception hall,
Well,
bridge, all in one stage.
and cathedral, all in one stage.
Bridge.
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas.
The iconic bridge where, like,
Let me introduce
less
each of the
than
guests that
nothing
appear in
happens.
these four
Each of the
areas.
guests that appear in these 4 areas.
The first area is the marketplace.
The first area is the
I
marketplace.
think this is where a lot of people come to
I
do
think
their
this is
shopping.
where a lot of people come to do their shopping.
The guests that appear here are students
Can we
of
get
the
a
Blue Lions
D1
House,
band?
Dimitri,
Blue Lions
Dedu,
House.
and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri is the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side.
Yeah,
In the
boo.
original game, these
Yo,
are
these
important
colors.
booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see.
why is Claude pale?
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Oh god.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeepers.
Damn.
You
Oh,
enter
look,
pass
it's
through
the
this
meme,
area
man.
in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end
So
up
low
top of the
res.
lot.
Color is disappointing.
Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. We've broken through
This
the
is like the
ceiling and
only
slammed
interesting
into the
looking
building.
part of it, but it's still just empty, nothing.
And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such, they embrace
Somebody
their
said the
military might.
waifu house. I hate you. Who said
Oh,
that?
just correct.
Edelgard is
Danny.
one of the characters who is central to the conflict.
Look at them
Depending on the
legs.
path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals.
The textureless
You'll
legs.
notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table.
This wanton
Like
property
something on the
damage.
ground this whole
Completely
time.
useless.
Just like the sign
What
that
was
reads
the point of
"Fleeting
that?"
Present" in the Suzaku Castle stage. You can
This
break
big
through
fan
the opponent into
posted.
close range. Next up, the
Oh
bridge.
my
The
god.
camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
God.
Oh man.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elders.
Bruh, this is honestly the most.
Claude, Hilda, and Lauren.
Like, and the funny
They
part
belong
about
to
it
the
is,
Western
like, every time I have opened my mouth in here, I'm actually surprised myself with how, like, complete, oh my god, I don't feel
You can
this
say
is.
they have the widest assortment of members, and Claude is the sharpest of the bunch.
God.
Both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in
Ooh.
Oh my
the first
god.
That is
Fire
powerful.
Emblem
That's getting the
series. I guess
retweet.
once you've reached the 17th game and
That is a
upgraded 40
blow up
characters,
and a half.
you're bound to get a bit of name over.
Oh my
The naming
god.
Oh my god.
Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training.
Panic, okay, but actually though.
As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway. plain
Actually,
You can
Probably
expect
the most
plenty of
interesting
blows
part.
to be exchanged
Bruh,
at the
like-
edges.
You'll get Edelgard and
Like-
Claude Me costumes.
You could also say it's
like,
a place where the
I'm-
tail knot really
like,
shines.
I'm not,
In this
like-
sense, I think it suits the
I'm
Golden
really
Deer
not a hater, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Imagine
disappointed.
if they put
I'm
Dante
really
and
not a
Virgil
hater,
in me
bro. I
costumes.
swear to God, I'm not. But like,
This is.
this is so fucking
last area is the
lame.
cathedral.
Like, actually
Only with
so
some
lame.
platforms you can pass
Like-
through. The guests
This
appearing in the
is the
cathedral
worst.
are
Oh, there are
Cedric,
platforms
Blaine,
now.
and Rhea.
Oh
my
wow,
God.
yay!
Who appears
I
to have
love
an extremely
platforms.
strong
Can you-
bond with Blaine.
I
Stop
love
showing
showing
these
these
Him and
background
Rhea, who you can see
characters.
fighting during the
Can you-
opening
No,
of Fire Emblem.
man.
Their
me
models
just-
don't even look finished, really.
All three have
Like,
character
It
quirks
the models
that
in
lead to
the-
true
all
identity.
The
of
Terry
this
stage
footage
are a
is
lot
from-
better than
all of
these.
this footage is
I
from
feel that Flame
November,
might be
bro.
saying shush.
Yeah,
at
they're
this
true.
point.
Okay,
identities
alright.
as
All
still
this
boring
footage is from
characters.
November.
This is a
He
simple
should've
area
just
of the
canceled
stage.
it then.
All it has are these platforms.
Nah, bro.
Being the last area, it may be a place
Yeah.
where
Oh
some
no,
intense
it's
battles
layout
take
with
place.
platforms only.
Imagine.
It'll cycle through each location in
dude,
about
truth,
2.5
I
minutes.
literally said that the moment the whole trailer opened up. I'm like, wait, is this a? I'm like, is this a red herring? I'm like, oh no, this is for real.
Yeah, like-
battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem
Oh,
protagonists
look at
from
all the.
Oh my
characters.
god!
Oh,
precisely
Yo,
5
I was like, yeah, this is not gonna do this, are they? This is
What do you
gonna be
mean
a fake
Lin
out.
versus Roy? There's no Lin there.
I'm
Joker!
joke.
Excuse me.
wow.
Joker! Hero!
Really?
Oh my god, what is wrong?
Gee, we really need
What
to
is this man doing?
Anything done like that?
Banjo!
By now, I think you
Look
know
at
what
these
I'm doing.
interesting characters.
The basic is I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here.
Oh my god, this is the most
Battle,
boring.
so I'm using anything I can get my hands
Look at all of those other characters and then it's just like, eh.
It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad.
I would crack up if they actually won.
Shenanigans.
He just sits there and
I
gets
better keep my
fucked by that
distance.
fox.
Gets bodied by another Fire Emblem character.
I'll use this chance to attack. Got him.
Oh,
Oh, he's playing like everyone.
I swear.
Online.
Aww.
Lots of explosives.
Oh, damn. Fucking lame.
How long until we get a scrub quote
Never
about
shielded that.
Byleth bow?
Good one.
Tan, I just took a look at main chat. Why are you like this?
So, no anti-air, huh?
This is actually so
It's too early in the morning.
Why are you attacking that?
I really hope Roy kills her.
This man.
Original Mark clone. I
You're in a
really
good
hope
spot,
Roy
man.
kills her.
I think they actually managed to
wish
find
it was
something
that.
lamer than Fortnite
Go
guy.
for it.
Too many items.
Jesus
Well, I
Christ.
guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it
come
doesn't
on.
matter
Oh,
if
mother
Fireforce
brain
there or
mom.
not.
I mean,
I feel like
hey,
everyone-
we
No,
got-
you're the chosen one.
See? They got it.
we kind
Oh gosh, he almost died.
But I mustn't give up.
Oh, he's got the final
Brother.
smash.
Yo, please do it. Do it, you absolute legend. Aww.
Oh,
Does he have
We're
his,
just rooting
his
against
handicap
him.
set up really high?
Are
or
you kidding
something?
me?
Mark got
What are you charging
baited.
up for?
I think the CPU is just low level.
What are you charging up for? The
CPU
freaking-
has to be like at a very low level.
Whack.
Oh no, don't even dare.
Can you just tech
Go
roll?
on.
Yo,
Take that.
yo, counter it,
Cheat,
counter it,
cheat.
counter it. Do it, do it, do it, do
Although I'm
it.
scared
Do
I
it,
might
do
get
it, do
hit
it,
with the
counter
counter
it. Come on,
this
come on,
stage.
come on, come on, come on, come on.
I hit him.
Wow.
Yo, the movement. Idiot.
What the fuck is CPU on 1? What's that?
Oh,
But
but-
what
He
It's
must have
below
had his
4,
handicap
it
up
has
really
to be.
high. Some of that shit did not look
It
good.
can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
This is November build.
Now,
Gotta
about the
remember
additional
this is
music.
November build.
Since it's from the Fire Emblem
Panic!
series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. A selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into
Actually,
consideration.
So lame.
11 songs are being added.
It is like really, really tired, honestly.
Japanese
bro.
and English.
Man, I'm glad I have all these
I
gifts
hope you
already.
enjoyed
Wow,
these as well.
so many relevant.
It is
We're also
actually
adding in
kind of
new
like.
This is like
Ugh.
this is actually
It
so
includes the
fucking
house
lame.
leaders among some of the other popular characters.
All the characters you actually wanted in the game.
Basically?
Basically.
Also, there's a new classic
Man,
mode,
that
If
pose
they're
is
gonna
not
do
okay.
like
which
5
is
months in
designed to
advance,
enjoy
Did you
classic
see that
Fire
pose?
Emblem
Imagine if
stages
this
without
was
why
the
couldn't
last,
they give us
the last
fucking
one.
ass chain
Imagine if
person?
this was
The
actually
final
the
battle
last
is against
one.
Master
It
Hand
wouldn't
and
fit
Crazy
in my
Hand,
core.
but you'll find that
This is
something
such a
pretty
bizarre
amusing
choice for the
happens, so
last
look
one.
forward
It's
to
just
that.
No,
like
I feel like they were making extras after, and then they
Now for the
realized
Mii
they
Fighter
couldn't
costumes.
sell this fucking
Please take a
character.
look.
Because who in mind would actually want to know, apart
Oh
from
god, please
hardcore
be
Fire
Dante
Emblem fans.
Virgil. I want the soul.
So
Yo,
we just
that
have to
would
let
yo,
cool
that would be
character
too
out,
much. I'm
and this-
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm already dealing with people DMing me about like salt and whatnot, and I'm just here. Oh, what?
Oh,
wow, really?
oh, that's not okay.
Wait, they didn't say Assassin's Creed. Why?
They can't say Assassin's Creed, they have to say Altair.
Altair. Thought it was gonna be Groose for once.
Oh,
boy.
is this the Ubisoft pack?
Hey man, dude.
I guess it might be.
Why? What?
Oh god, that's
It's
pretty.
nasty as fuck.
Wow.
At least cover up faces. You can with the mask. I mean,
Wait,
come on.
what?
Hey.
Super Mega
Oh yeah,
Man
because we
X
had
is
that. We
already
had that before.
here. Oh yeah, I was like, who is already here? Gino. So Gino.
What?
Oh.
Oh wait, no, we had this before too. Also playing shoot. Oh, what do you call it? Star Force music for that?
My man put fucking Altair in as a costume.
Oh.
okay. Oh, that's-
Okay.
Oh, I want that.
Okay, but that's a good. Okay, but that's a
Definitely
good.
shooter. Yeah.
That's actually a good. That's just a finger. That's sick. That's actually sick. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
that's
Gunner's
actually
getting
the most
all like
exciting
just the
thing,
full
actually.
costume.
Well, this is just the sands of the last
It's just
announcement.
Sans again.
Okay, like the Cuphead V costume
I
is
can't-
actually the most exciting thing.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
agree.
I
The only
can't
way
wait to
this-
hear
this
all of the
warning cannot
I
be
can't wait to
ruined
hear all
is
of the
if they do,
takes
like,
about.
Haha, just kidding, and then throw Dante in
Oh,
there. at
Cuphead's
the
getting
end.
music too.
I am so mad
That's
they
it.
spent fucking 30
It's like
minutes.
I can't wait to hear the takes
That
about the
show off
Cuphead
ears
thing
on the
absolutely being the best part of this direct. It probably
Oh
is.
yeah, like I've
It
seen
is.
This time we're releasing
Byleth
Cuphead
is
costumes.
less than interesting.
And for those of you who purchased
Oh,
the
with the
Cuphead
music!
costume, in
Yes,
addition
with
to
Yeah.
the
Oh god, yes,
music,
yes, yes, yes.
It's called
It has
Floral
little music
Fury.
icons.
It's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnage.
There's actually something good in this.
I hope you enjoy these as well.
Wow.
After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
Sans is just there.
And now,
And
onto the
it's a
amiibo.
thing.
Persona 4 protagonist, that's what they call him.
Oh
The
shit,
color palette
Richter
for
the
Dark
band!
Sense looks pretty good, doesn't it?
That
Dark
Richter was
Samus
already
and
out.
Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Shh, it looks like a bruise.
It is, in a sense.
And
On
now,
teaser.
with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup is Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard,
Look at this fucking lineup.
from more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added.
I mean,
But
really,
I
they
must
gave
say,
us 6
this game has
characters.
always been an exceptional
shut up.
experience. And since the roster was already
Don't
so
even make
large
the
to
joke.
begin with,
God damn it.
right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Man, he just
There really were
immediately.
a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't
Okay,
simply
you brought
make
him,
their attacks
Byleth.
or their movements a little different. Instead, we
Violent!
try to offer you a whole new style of play.
Violent!
Why then?
Fucking Joker!
As I stated, we'll continue to release
Banjo
more
and
DLC
Kazooie.
fighters down the line.
The hero
I had
of
thought
Dragon
that
Quest!
1 or 2 might suffice.
Terry
And it ends
Bogard!
with
And
Byleth.
Violent! Violent!
And
Come on.
they had to have switched to one out.
Here we go.
They must have
boy.
thought, like, we can
What
never
else?
sell
Give me
this
teaser.
shit, so it
Picture
has
of
to
Or
be
a new
like
fighter
25
pack.
here.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh boy.
Holy
6.
shit.
Never mind. Okay.
Looks like there will be one more fighter than
These are for
last
number
time.
6.
For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase
December
on the day
2021.
chart.
Will there be a new
Please
Fire
keep
Emblem
an eye
game by
out.
that point?
And now that
Yeah.
it's official, we intend to move
Yes.
ahead with development.
Pre-purchase.
Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase
I'm
it.
not okay with that.
Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
they've already been decided. So
Violent? People are never gonna pre-order this shit
I'm
ever.
afraid it would be very hard. to
honestly,
consider.
though, I was literally just about to make the joke. I'm like, that's the
But I still
the
hope
three.
you look forward to
What do you
it.
call it? That's the 3 houses reps and 3
We're
randoms.
also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume.
Okay.
But this time, here's what we have.
Is the me costume of fucking Dante?
Of course, it's a me costume. What?
Oh, never mind.
Ah.
Zelda.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a Mii
I
Fighters
was immediately
costume for
buying
Mii
that.
Sword
Oh.
Fighter, the ancient
What
soldier
is
gear
that
from The
ugly
Legend of
thing?
Zelda, Breath of
Oh,
the
that's
Wild.
that's
The,
one of the
the
actual
ancient
outfits.
armor from Breath of the
This
Yeah,
Wild.
I
costume
remember
is
Yeah,
sold
that.
you can
individually,
still go.
so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Wow.
This is just such a huge disappointment.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world.
And you end with
Personally, I don't know
Byleth!
if it counts as
Question
simply a
mark,
fighting
exclamation
game, but I
point?
guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
He's not
Seems
really
like
about to
Street
do
Fighter
this.
II wasn't released for a while,
He's
but
doing
now
it.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
It's
has
not even really a
surpassed it
video
in
game
total
when you think
sales.
about it.
It's like,
However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds.
this man
Plus, there's the
fact-checking his
arcade
own
versions,
creation.
25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I
25
don't know
ports.
if it really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1.
You
Although,
end with
I still
Byleth.
don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game.
Ooh,
I feel like it's become
spicy.
more than a fighting game. Some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
And you end with Byleth.
Also,
I'm not gonna
I
let it
feel
go.
a deep
No.
attachment to the 5
Celebration of
DLC
gaming.
fighters.
Boy.
Really? To Byleth?
The first fighters
We
pack
couldn't tell.
just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me.
Yes.
I plan
tell
to
us
keep
what they
working
are.
hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
Oh boy. This is
Well,
gonna be Internet Monday.
Next
I am
time.
gonna get me some
Dude, you
popcorn and
see
some
us in fucking
wine and go on the
2018,
internet.
dude. Oh my
Here we
God.
go.
Dude,
Wait, what just happened?
houses! Three houses!
I'm mad because that was such a one-off joke from you, and I really didn't consider it.
Oh my God! What did I say? Three
Oh.
fingers, 3 houses! Oh my God! What did I say, bitch? Oh my God! I called it, bro.
You don't sound
And I-
happy calling it,
No,
so.
it makes sense. It makes sense. It honestly makes sense because
God,
they're
like-
not gonna get like
People are right that this
11
week did mean
true
something.
all stars, you know.
God, like I actually took off like an extra day or like 2 hours of work for this morning for this because I figured like, hey, afterwards we're all gonna be like talking and because it's gonna be exciting and it was like I might just end up I'll probably just go to work early.
You just
instead.
gotta cringe yourself today.
Yo, it's like the thing that the issue that I'm having right now is just the genuine like we had this entire song and dance done before already, and who remembers Corin like that?
Exactly. Like, Corin at least had Bayonetta afterwards to just like completely drown
Oh yeah, that is
that
right.
out.
Corin, it's like Corin at least dropped before something that was like weird and out there.
And this one we had Cuphead.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I saw that Cuphead drop, and I'm just here like they should have just went with that. Like
No.
fuck it.
You know
We
the
were
other thing
warned.
that makes this
We were
worse?
warned.
You know the other thing that makes this worse? It's not even like people can just like play the character and just be like, okay, this character's kind of funny. Like, well, like you have to wait for 2 weeks and marinate in your fucking disappointment before you can even play the character. You have
Yeah,
to
I didn't
in
even see when he
disappointment.
said that the character would come out.
It's in 2 weeks.
That's 2 weeks.
It's January 28th is when the character actually comes out.
28th. Okay.
Yeah. So you have to marinate in your disappointment for 2 weeks before you can even play the character and get into, oh, well, this character's kind of funny. Oh, they're kind of fun. Like, maybe this isn't so bad. Plus, there's more. Like you gotta wait. You gotta hold that for 12 days. You gotta hold that for 12 motherfucking days, dude. You gotta fucking slurp it, suck it for 12 days, bro. Oh my god.
We were warned. Sakurai said, "Don't ask me for anything."
Oh my, yo, I like literally after like the initial like reveal trailer, bro. Like I literally just been. I've literally, I don't know about you, Mr. Peg, but I've literally just been like checking for update for fucking CTR like for like the past like 20 minutes. Like,
I've
Dude,
been
like-
trying to grind out my Fortnite channel
Dude,
real fast
like-
so I can focus on that whenever it drops.
So, like, the funniest thing that's happened right now, in a weird way, was just my father coming upstairs and knocking on the door, talking to me about how it's 9 a.m. and how I should be quieter, like, be quieter because I guess I was up, but I'm like, I'm not really enthusiastic, and I don't remember being loud about anything here. Like, what? But it's like, honest to God, like, that was such a, how do you have the momentum of just like the random Joker Invitational,
Joker, Banjo, Terry.
then freaking Hero, then Banjo, and I mean Terry following Banjo was kind of hard, but at least there was history there, like genuine history, and you knew that there was going to be some people who are
was
going to go
literally
crazy,
typing something
rightfully so.
like that.
And then out of all of those four, the last dude you pick up and come up with is Byleth. Like, like I was still expecting the plot twist to be like Byleth gets bodied and it's the three actual house leads that everybody's attached to.
Yeah.
No, you gotta do Byleth. You gotta do Byleth, dude.
Like if
Stole
they
their
had even
weapons.
gone in, it's like if they had even gone in that direction, I would have genuinely just sat here like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense, and I know a lot of people who'll be happy about that. I can't tell you anybody who's gonna be happy about Byleth outside of like Yuki for the sake of he actually plays the game, and that's a
Yuki
decent enough.
But like even the
That's a
Fire
decent
Emblem fan,
enough.
like even the
like
fans of the
halfway
game wanted the
through
other
three
characters more
houses,
than
though.
Byleth.
Yeah,
And it's
like
like
that's
this is.
the thing. Like,
Oh, but you know the worst part about this though.
It doesn't matter. Byleth
But you know the
well.
worst. But you know the worst part about all of this though. There's definitely gonna be that small contingent of people who are gonna come through like, okay, we're advocating for the other three characters now, just on that Crom status. But what am I here saying? Like, honest to God though, this is it's weird because it's like I really genuinely came in here expecting nothing, but somehow I'm
I
still
expected
just
nothing, but I'm
totally
still disappointed.
like I don't even know if I could say that I'm disappointed because that would mean that I had expectation.
Had an
And that's
expectation of something. Everyone did.
yeah. And it's like I guess
So
what
you
I'm
know
saying
what?
here is that I'm just kind of like at least there was buzz to talk about things that weren't normally talked about with the other characters because like suddenly everybody recognizes what a persona is or how the contributions Atlas does to video games. People actually recognize Dragon Quest and they're getting into Dragon Quest. The entire Dragon Quest fandom has a new defining image in Ho's Mad. Banjo comes back into the spotlight. All of these type of things happen, but then it's like Three Houses was already super popular and was already like established. Like Fire Emblem is a community beating stick meme, like, and then we get Byleth.
Yeah, remember when like Springman and Rex were too early for DLC fighters?
I was saying. remember when who is it again?
Dante
Freaking
can't be, and he's got a gun.
oh my, and that's the worst part too.
Just
Now
Joker.
I have to go back to the hell of everybody being super shitty about other people actually wanting Dante. Like I already had to deal like Fight City out of my DMs because she was just memeing on me the entire week, and I'm like, what am I saying here? But just I don't know. That's a messy ending. And then I also, but you know something else that I just realized? I'm actually kind of low key thinking about it here now, low-key kinda happy that this played out the way it did, if only because right at the end you started getting the counterculture of people being like, oh, I'm gonna tell you who it isn't. It's not gonna be Dante, it's not gonna be Sora, but then they themselves had like high hopes. Like I think Ari from here was like tweeting that randomly out of the blue, and I'm like, don't do the Oracle thing, cause you know that like what do you call it? Freaking the world will turn just a certain
Three
ways,
houses.
and it'll give you an outcome that even you don't want, and I'm just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, the main thing I hate about these Fire Emblem characters is that they always pick like the player character picture.
Yeah.
It's like there are so many cooler characters in Trio. Just had the trio in there. Why is
That's
that
what-
stupid character using the trio?
I think Robin was probably like the only actual make your own
Robin
guy
was
that
the-
has an actual personality. And
And
even
the
then,
thing
they're
about
just
it,
like
And the thing about Robin in particular, while I'll
Gillis
always be
doesn't
more
speak.
fond of more, and the thing about Robin, while I'll always be more fond of his inclusion their inclusion than anything else that has happened since, is because of the fact that they actually recognize that, hey, we don't have a magic character or just like somebody who presents in that kind of fashion. Let's just do that.
Dude,
It was like one of the first real times where it felt like, are they actually dipping into the well and recognizing that we don't always need the Lord with sword? And then right after, it was just an unbroken combo chain of Lord with sword.
Didn't Corrin also have like a personality? It's just that everyone hated Corrin anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
people weren't
Not
really
really.
that fond of that game anyway. I think just in
Yeah,
comparison
that
to
too.
Awakening.
Their personality consisted of, do you want to stop this war? Let's kill more people. And that was pretty much it.
Yes,
It's so
How do you spell
characters.
this character's name? B what? B-Y-E...
Leth.
B-Y-L-E-T-H.
I can't.
I
Like,
also just realized, what do you call it? They said December 2021. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah.
December 2021 for what?
I mean, yeah,
That's
it's gonna
the
be 6
end
years.
of wave 2 of the
That's long.
speculations, and I'm just here like, I don't want to do this again. Like
another
like af
year.
like after this one in
Extra
particular,
bones,
if it were,
whatever.
it's like if we were still riding off of the high of any of the other four, I would have been like, alright. But after this one, it's just, I know what disappointment
It's
feels
that,
like,
it's
and I
that
don't want to
fucking like
deal
that
with that.
Incredibles meme where it's like, I can't do it again. I'm not strong enough.
Basically, it's like imagine you get a whole bunch of, no, but the thing about it is that sounds so entitled and gross. Like, why am I like this? I'm gonna like go play
You
actual
gotta
video
go even
games
deeper
today.
into it, man. You gotta say,
You're sounding like a
Games
gamer,
today.
bro.
you gotta
Yeah,
say,
that's exactly
No,
what that's
but
exactly what
I
I'm
am
saying,
not
Gig. It's like,
disappointed, but I'm actually
it's like
the inverse because it's like his inclusion devalues the game. There, you gotta go that way, man.
no. That's a bit too spicy gamer take for me. I'm more of the opinion that like basically there was a genuine sense of surprise, and every single one of the surprises was met with like something insane. Like, even if you didn't jive with what you got, it was insane. But this just feels like basic standard operating procedure for this franchise now, to the point that it's
They
like,
should have slapped everyone in the
there are
face
six
and
DLC.
made
It's like there are six DLC characters, and I'm playing chance time with this now
Sub-Zero 3
without
protagonist.
having any sort of like precursor or anything like that. Like, we don't even have a piranha plant this time around for us to be like, okay, maybe we can buy into this to be like, maybe we'll get something wacky again, or maybe we'll get. It's like, no, you're going pure blind this time, and who knows? They could all be Byleths.
they could all be violent.
They'll give us the outer from Daemon Ex Machina.
And they just deconfirmed Lappy, and so that's not gonna happen.
And that's another thing too. It's like they could have
That was
at least
bad.
No,
shown
but
us.
this
They
feels the same as CTR, right? It's like you're.
Excuse me?
Shoot, you remember the Spyro thing?
Sorry.
I'm gonna play
And
Smash Brothers.
where there were like
I,
five
can't, I don't
characters
know. I don't know how
originally,
you can do it.
and then
I-
the
I-
Because I
the
love playing
sorcerers
Smash
and
I mean, I
Rito
like
got
Smash
taken out
Brothers too,
because
but
they got like an extension.
That sounded
So
like
the
a
idea
liar.
is that they like,
But
oh, we're
I
gonna
love playing
make
Smash
more
Brothers, so I'm gonna
characters.
play it
Oh, let's
it's like
pull some cool
it's like
characters back for the later
No,
patches.
it's
You know?
like I like Smash, but I'm just over here
Honestly,
like, I don't know
Mr.
how I could
Panic,
look at
like,
it today after this.
I think that your theory has merit. I think it's a genuine possibility.
Yeah, I feel
Not
like maybe there
guaranteed,
was a cool
but it's
character
a
here or something.
genuine possibility.
Yeah, they had to pad the thing out, so they
It's
keep some cooler stuff for the later pass.
Yeah,
So
it's
that
weird because like
sells a lot.
Sakurai was talking after it was all over. He's like, oh, like for these 5 characters, we really wanted to go wild with the game mechanics, and they went like through all the characters to show
The
like
lamest
their
possible
different like
shit for him.
gimmicks or whatever. And then I'm like, well, what is a Byleth
And they
thing?
just proceeded to
Like, what was his mechanic thing?
He's slow. No, he had like very deliberate attacks. That's his thing.
That's not really a mechanic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but Yuki said he's got the weapon triangle. He's got the advantage over
Yep,
everyone
no,
else.
but that's just fanboy stuff because he likes the characters where the
Fucking
weapons
Inkling
came
also
from.
has like 4 weapons. That's not.
But the weapons are made of
Let's not even talk about
bones.
Inkling right now because I don't want to be further disappointed about the
Aren't
fact that they
bones
didn't even give
cool?
it the charger. Like every other
I know.
weapon class in that game, in the first game, is represented, and they just somehow managed to be like, "Oops, no
They gave
chargers."
Byleth a charger instead.
Oh yeah.
Ah! This is actually hurting me, honestly.
Hurting your soul, dude.
This is hurting me. Yo, my dark soul is not filled with light today. I am very
Oh my
upset.
god. That should have been the
Didn't
one
someone
with
joke
the
about Dark Souls getting in? It would have been so much cooler.
Oh my
They
god.
showed
Yo,
Altair. I'm still not over that. Altair
like,
was like the first new costume they showed.
yeah, yeah, that was the
But he's
first
not
one. I
even
was looking at that.
Assassin's
I'm just
Creed,
there
it's just
like,
him.
hold on. I'm just there like, hold on.
Hold on.
They brushed
Like
over
that was
all
That
of
such
would
a
that
have
shit.
been a worthy inclusion.
that actually I haven't played Assassin's Creed. I barely know anything about it outside of the actual look of that character. But if that was the actual character being presented, I would have seen all the reasons necessary to be like, yeah, that's cool. Why not?
Dude, there would have been another like stealth action character in Smash. I
But
mean,
it's
that's what
just
Assassin's Creed is at its core. It's
Yeah.
stealth action. Like, it's another stealth action character.
yeah, but it's just, like, honestly, this is why the internet cannot be allowed to do certain things. And I feel like, honestly, it's not Capcom's fault this time around. People just did the things to themselves. Like, they wanted to announce that freestyle mode was a thing in this little port that's coming to the Switch, and that was all, and people ran away with it. And I think that might also be a little reason why this has happened, like why I'm feeling the way I am, because I didn't have that expectation, but just because of the constant talk around things, it made my mind wander. And I'm just here like sitting back here like, jeez, man, we got another dry Fire Emblem character. I'm sorry, like, imagine that this is the first Fire Emblem character with the actual proper weapons triangle represented, and somehow I'm still like, this is dry as hell. Like, I don't know how we reached this end point when, like, 10 years ago, I would have been like, oh, it'd be neat to see a Fire Emblem character with an axe, a bow, a spear, and I'm just here like, how does this keep happening to me?
Byleth.
How does this keep?
Don't you
Yo,
like
I
her
think
fucking weird paint
I
jobs
hate
or her
you know
single
you know
fucking
you know
V-neck?
officially I think I'm gonna say it. I think I hate Fire Emblem main
Her
characters.
carpet
I think
leggings.
that's what it is.
Byleth
I
is the
hate
worst.
I hate Fire Emblem main characters. Not only
I hate
just
Byleth.
because of the fact that most of them are just super dry, but because of the fact that they gatekeep all of the actual interesting designs and actual characters. They just gatekeep them so hard body when it comes to this franchise. It is.
And like Sotus or like the actual three houses characters could have been so much more interesting than just Byleth.
They could have had Pokemon Trainer 2.0. With Byleth in the background commanding the
Literally,
Three Lords.
another Pokemon trainer would have been more exciting than this.
I mean, true. Especially
I mean,
depending on
actually,
where
yo, if they pick like they could pick from literally any generation. What? That's fantastic, actually. That's
could've-
3 for the price of 1.
they could have
See,
inputted
my best
one
friend
specific
is saying
extra
the same
figure.
shit that Mr. Panic is saying. My best friend, he's saying the same shit, Mr. Don. Like, he's like, Sakurai was like, yeah, we got y'all's money for character pack 1 already, so I put anyone you care about as the last character. Pack 2 though.
Exactly.
Dude,
yeah,
dude,
no, that's
dude,
what's
it's like,
happening.
dude, it's like
Because
I
keep
can't, I
seeing it
can't.
happen in other games as well. It's like, oh, we're gonna extend this. We're making money with this. Keep some cool stuff back that will actually sell. You know.
You put
Yeah,
Byleth as a
honestly,
fist.
honestly, I definitely kind of feel like there's a hint of that in this, though we'll never know for sure. I don't want to jump to the speculative nature of these things, but I feel like there has to have been like maybe well, maybe not because that's like
I mean, so
ev-
it goes
everyone
against
every one
Sakurai's
of these.
philosophy that he said at the start of this DLC, right?
Yeah, he said that every one of these needed
He
to
made
be
it very
well,
clear at the
a
start.
surprise. And this isn't even like me mangling the words from like when Reggie said it or whatever else. Just like at its core, he said every one of these is gonna be a surprise that wasn't like the usual fare for Smash.
I mean, that's Fire Emblem characters.
Byleth! You end with Byleth!
Also, I just realized from that conversation, like, based, like, 100% guaranteed, one of the 6 characters is gonna be one of the Sword Shield starters.
Thing that happened in
The who?
Smash 4.
The Pokemon Sword Shield starters. It's gonna be Rillaboom
Oh.
or Cinderace or
Oh
Inteleon.
god, we're
It's gonna be the bunny.
We're getting a Pokemon.
Yeah, the fire.
Even my brother's over here saying it's like I just realized, yeah, one of those is probably gonna be a Pokemon for sure.
Like,
The
absolutely.
Pokemon
It's gonna be
company's
one of them.
not gonna have words
Oh, bunny.
about not getting the newest Pokemon
Hands
in
down.
the Smash game.
Oh, you know what it is? It's not gonna be, it's not gonna be, hey, it's not gonna be any of the starters. You know what they're gonna do?
It's gonna be
Whatever's the
Wooloo.
most recent, whatever's the most
They're gonna do the
recent
Round Top
legendary, like, whatever's the
Guys,
most
it's pretty
recent legend. Jesus Christ, guys. I said whatever's gonna be the most recent legendary of whatever expansion pass is coming out, like, simultaneously with a pack. Bet.
Possibly.
But anyway.
I think it
This
was
is
just
After
just
this, I don't
Remember-
know
remember-
anymore.
really
Remember when
popular
Sakurai was
by
trying to say, oh, Corn's Forward Smash is a spear?
like real
I
talk,
remember.
like real talk, fucking.
Ha!
You have any idea how many people are gonna be mad that Bandana D isn't a thing because this character has a spear? Like, that's the logic they're gonna use.
Oh
my God. Imagine.
You said Bandana D.
You have any idea how many people are about to go to Twitter and all of these places and start talking like that's the reason why their beloved Goomba isn't in?
Dude, don't talk
Goomba
about
son.
him like that.
To which the
bro.
response is, yeah, sure, Jay.
I'm gonna stop. I'm honestly gonna stop because that's actually popular enough and people like him enough. And,
It's a yeah,
like it
it's a
feels
yeah,
like it
sure.
feels mean because it's like everybody should have what they want, but I don't know.
But if
I
can't
really
get what
want.
I
I
want,
really
then
want to
they
find people. I really want to find people who were genuinely hoping for Byleth one day. Like honestly, because I really want to find because they have to exist.
Or
Yeah,
just
there's
me.
just the people who are like, oh, I guess I'll be excited even
I
though
would
someone else would have
sacrifice
been
all the
cooler.
DLC for a new Kid Icarus game. Don't get me wrong.
Yo, you know
Don't
what's
get me
funny?
wrong, I would
You know
do
what's
that.
funny? I was saying it earlier on, and I didn't have a proper example of a franchise. I said, it can't always be Fire Emblem that you pick for these roles. Can we get other Nintendo franchises? And it just hit me. We should have got Medusa or just some shit from Kid Icarus Uprising. I mean, how many years old is that game at this point? But just something that isn't this anymore, please.
And I hoped before the game came out, I was so hoping for at least for Medusa to be like an echo character. But,
Dude, I'd still be happy with. I would have been very happy with that, honestly.
I was wishing for it, man. Unfortunately.
New female character, first female antagonistic character, actually a historical piece in the franchise. Like, why?
Why does Kirby with Byleth's hair just look like Kirby with like Marth's hair?
There's not
The
a whole
difference
lot of
between the Fire Emblem
originality in
characters
Fire
is none.
Emblem these days.
Oh,
Fire
Emblem's
too new
greatest
stuff.
Fire Emblem's greatest and most crippling feature is that every single one of these lords takes precedence over any cool character that you can see in that franchise.
Oh man.
And they don't even pick the fun lords.
Can
Like,
we-
what
can
the
we-
hell?
can we-
Like, Ike is the last time that they picked the lord where I'm like, yeah, that boy good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Ike is my favorite lord. Ike is.
Like, Marth has the historical significance within Smash Brothers for me, but Ike is actually the best lord they've ever chosen
Ike
from the
is-
franchise.
Ike is actually.
He's like not even royalty.
Yeah, but that's part of the reason why he's dope. That's part of the reason why he's so cool.
They didn't pick Prince McPrince, and he was a cool character.
I fight for my friend.
And look at fucking Crom. He doesn't even wear a shirt.
He doesn't.
Oh, man.
Dude, and
Look at
and you know
weird,
what's
like-
wild thinking about it too? This was the
Under
first
Armour,
Smash Brothers.
Enhancement.
It's like this was the first Smash Brothers game when where they didn't actually do more than like one new Fire Emblem character. It's just like, hey, you're just gonna get Chrom and we're gonna put him to the side here. You guys have him now. You're okay.
Oh man.
Like the worst part about all of this is I can't even say that I'm like, oh, I woke up for this, etc., because I just literally kind of like said I'm gonna just go to sleep and catch this retrospectively. That was actually my feelings on the whole thing, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with it one way or another. And somehow we turned out into the one future where it's like, oh,
The one time you should
I
have gone to
really,
sleep.
I really should have just tried my best to get all the sleep I needed.
Yo. What a blow up. What a blow up. Yo.
This is not filler. Panic. This is not even close to being filler.
This is filler, my dude. I can smell it.
Oh my god. What? Yo, Byleth, dude. Byleth. I came in with no
This man said, sometimes you just need that pink gold piece. That's fantastic. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's
That reeks with an untold amount of energy.
that's good. Can we get my man Toxtricity in Smash? Can we get my man Toxtricity in Smash? Oh, Toxtricity would be sick, dude.
I'm actually just going to tweet that one out. Fuck it, dude.
I'm gonna retweet.
Honestly, that one is good enough that it should be. Like, God, yo, like I can't believe, yo. One of these days I'm gonna formally organize that podcast, man, because it's like some of the stuff that we've just been talking about here alone. I'm like, y'all got some things to say every now and again where I'm just, that's amazing. But for real though, like, I'm still actually not over this. It's like, I need to go and yo, we're playing Sonic Kart tonight, or I'll play Splatoon. Fuck it, I'll play anything. I just need to play. I'll just need to play actual video.
Nasty out of your mouth.
Basically, it's like I need to play video games so I'm not stuck thinking about this for another few days. Like imagine, could not be me.
West Coast woke up at 6 a.m.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. There are definitely people who called out of work fully just for that over there. Like, are you serious? Oh, jeez.
Well, good thing Jeff isn't here.
Oh my god. Okay, but you know what? It's worth it just for that art gag. Like, I was waiting to see how this person was gonna do the thing.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, I would need you know, this is, and I think this is another reason why I'm gonna definitely hate this week, because I didn't expect Dante. I just thought if it happened, it would have been that would have been probably one of the two things you could have done in that game at this point in time to make me just like, okay, I'm gonna start playing this like literally religiously, because if you saw the way that I played I didn't play fighting games. I had never played fighting games before, like proper 2D traditional fighting games in my life before. When I found out that Dante was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I immediately said I need to get on this train. And I learned them from scratch just to play that character. And I'm just thinking to myself here, like, it would have been cool if it happened here. That might have been part 2 of me doing the thing. But I didn't really hold to it. But because enough people now associate me with that, I'm gonna have to deal with everybody under the sun adding me like, oh, so about Dante and Smash, bruh. How about that Dante and Smash? City doesn't play Smash Brothers. Doesn't care about this franchise. Doesn't care about like any of the
Don't
strange
stomp on small,
intricacies
man.
about this thing. And I had no less than 16 different DMs from her about, oh hi, so about that. Because I have to dwell in salt. And I'm just like, I wish if I weren't, I wish if I did have enthusiasm for things.
For me, it's just like
Oh my god,
the
fucking Panda Global fucking tweeted. Oh my god, Panda Global fucking tweeted. Just most represented series of Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Bros. Marth! Pokemon!
Hey, what am I missing? Oh.
Oh, Marth!
But hold on, what were you saying, Charm?
uh fuck. I was just saying that like for me, Smash like for me it's like I Smash is just like so oversaturated with characters that I've never like had any attachment to already. So it's just like every time they add another one, I'm just like, I still,
I
it's still a game I'm probably not gonna be playing a whole lot of anyway. I kind of wish I
Who
could
is
get my
doing that?
$60
Who
worth
is
of.
doing that? Find me somebody who has played Fire Emblem Three Houses or any Fire Emblem. Find me a character with a 9 in it so that we could just reply to that immediately. Be like, actually though.
I wonder if you'd be okay with that, Chooch.
But yeah, I hear you though, Charm, because I think the issue that I've run into, and I made my peace with this quite a long time ago, is just I feel like Smash, in terms of like the characters it picks, is definitely not aligned with anything that I have going right now. And I'm just kind of like content with like, okay, I guess I'll still always have the character or characters that I've always been playing, but if they're not satisfying to play, then that creates really bad times.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just need that pink gold teeth. It's just too strong. Dude, that commentary is just too strong. Man, why am I getting the new Twitter all of a sudden? I need for this to stop because I have the extension that fixes that.
I'm looking at a reply to
hate
one of
new
these
Twitter.
Smash tweets, and like it's just like this dude is just Crom with blue hair. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow.
I mean, they gotta have different color, man. You gotta keep them apart.
Oh, they did just straight up whitewash Claude. Yikes!
Yeah,
I saw the newer tweet. Oof.
it's just Byleth with like
Oh, let's go,
Claude's
dude.
hair color.
CTR update. Let's
Actual
go,
good
dude.
stuff. Okay.
Download that shit now. Let's
Okay.
go, dude. That's why I actually woke up.
Mega Mix would have been a better character in Smash. Jesus.
Wow. Wait, why am I not following Mr. Panic? What the hell?
Mega Man.
Choose this fucking
Let me grab the picture again.
Metal Gear Revengeance tweet.
Dude, yeah, just Fire Emblem fans right now, dude.
It's like, yes, everything is exploding around me. Like even like I said, even Fire Emblem fans like preferred other characters to Byleth, so it's like I don't know how happy they really
Of course, there are so many good characters in Fire Emblem. I don't get it.
Nobody
I actually
plays
don't get
Three
it.
Houses and says, you know my favorite character? Byleth.
Nobody's.
Guy
I love the
or
leggings.
girl who never
Okay,
says
but like
anything.
honestly, do you also think that like part of the reason why like this happens is because like Sakurai gets put into this situation where like you know how he said he just like, oh yeah, like I got the game like a couple of days early and I like blew through it as quickly as I could. Like, do you think that that's part of the reason why this happens? Is because like he gets an early copy of the game, and he just like he doesn't even like really get to take in the game because he's just like I gotta like get like the general like story and whatever.
Just don't pick a character from that then.
No, but like, I mean, you already saw just like they literally announced the fucking like Three Houses expansion pass like the same day. Like this shit is all fucking. It's
the hell
all
is this?
connected.
What the hell
like,
is this?
Uh,
But yeah, whitewashed quad.
Like honestly, they whitewashed like literally today could not be more worse. How are you
They
gonna
were on
whitewash
some,
the ads like
some
this?
fucking that was some Netflix Death Note shit, bro. Like, oh my
Ooh.
god.
Oh
Some
no.
Scarlett Johansson shit. Fucking dude.
Scarlett Johansson is Claude. Nah, but honestly, how? Like, literally the best thing about this direct was Cuphead, and yet you couldn't even muster up enough enthusiasm to be like, Cuphead, what?
Yeah, Cuphead was just like, oh, okay, that's neat. Now, like after
No,
that, as well, I
no,
don't feel
I was
anything.
like, oh shit, Cuphead, yo,
That
it's
was
the
sick.
man. No, it's just like, it's his finger for all the gunshot. That's actually like my favorite Meat Gunner costume. Like, real talk, that's my favorite Meat Gunner costume. It's just everything is off of the finger.
He shoots with the finger. It's so good.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
that's
shoots
really
with
good.
the finger. Like, that's actually sick. That's actually sick.
I would have been hyped for Altair as well if he didn't like come right after that. God. Yo, I was legitimately triggered by
let me
Altair,
figure
dude.
out let me figure out my first tweet of the morning.
I just wish I like Gunner, dude.
Dude,
Gunner fight style is just not my fight style. What
Yeah,
was
I
the
think it'll
other?
be even
Oh
after
yeah,
Sans
I
came
bought
out.
Sons as well, but it's like.
No, yeah, I'm
tired
getting
of me Gunner.
Cuphead because of the fucking song.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's funny. Oh my god, just like wish list for Challenger Pack 2. Spyro, Crash, Sora, Dante, Phoenix Wright,
Oh
Knuckles.
no.
Oh my
And yeah, this is the other part of this. This is the other part of this.
god.
We got a net zero out of this. So we're at the same place we were beforehand, except now there are even more premium spots up for
Yo,
offer, and the internet is gonna be
oh
insufferable
my
about
god.
the
Yo,
speculation.
I just noticed fucking like Cloud 805's fucking like he changed his stream time. He's just like most flaccid smash. Oh my man, Cloud 805.
It's amazing to hear that name coming back into prominence though, because over the last like week, I saw people just bringing back up old Cloud videos, old Richard N videos. There were a couple of Marvel Infinite dudes that I wasn't familiar with because I didn't watch that game, but all of a sudden everybody, fighting games, the actual Devil May Cry community, and Nintendo heads were all just kind of in union, like saying, "Oh boy, is this really a thing?"
Like, oh
And
yeah,
then
party's getting
this.
crazy.
Well, this man, yo, I need, you know what I need? I need a mod of the what the hell is this scene from Devil May
Oh, I
Cry
posted that.
4 at the oh, they did it?
Yeah, it's right. Scroll this right underneath like the one of the Kirby's.
Is this what I think it is?
What
Yes.
the hell is this?
Yes! Literally. What the hell is this indeed?
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
Probably just gonna start getting ready for
Oh
work
my
now.
god. No, Kamiya, don't do this to me, Kamiya. I fucking swear to God, Kamiya.
Oh, did he post something? Oh,
Kamiya, no! Kamiya,
What did he do? What did what did Kaguya do?
What do you mean?
Ah, me!
No, that hurts my soul, bro. That hurts my soul, bro.
Oh my god!
That hurts my soul.
Oh my
That hurt me more than anything today.
Shoulda known
That
that,
hurt me more than
baby.
anything.
my man
At,
said
at,
through the full joke offer. Oh god.
at risk of catching the hot block from Kaguya for the retweet, I needed to do this. This is the Kaguya I missed on Twitter. Oh my lord.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, Kamiya, no. Oh no. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Cause you know I saw like the 3-finger thing originally. I was like, damn, if only that was the V symbol. And this motherfucker fucking photoshopped that shit. Oh my god. No. That single Kaguya tweet hurt me more than anything.
When Kamiya manages to be more hyped than the entire direct. Oh my god, this
That
is
Kaguya tweet actually
amazing.
hurt me more than anything. Oh my my man. Oh, my man put up the V symbol. That's my boy! Fuck! That's my boy! Beautiful Joe is my boy. That's my man's before anyone Capcom. Oh my god. Fuck. That makes me sad. That makes me sad.
You know what I just realized? Capcom has a lot of goddamn franchises that would have cool ass leads in Smash. Jesus, like even after we got through the stuff like yo, we still actually haven't even kind of like scratched the surface when it comes to them because I've just realized that like we got Mega Man, but then there's Mega Man X, there's Mega Man Zero, we got the Legend series, we got then when we go into the more
Dude,
original
we still
stuff,
have an RE character.
we still
We're
I
not
was
getting an RE
literally just
character.
about to say that. I was literally just about to say that. We don't have an RE character. You
You
got
randomly got
the
RE spirits for some reason.
you
Remember
you
that?
got you got what do you call it? You got freaking Devil May Cry. You got all of these things. You got a Monster Hunter. And then if you want to go really deep into their portfolio, you got the cute little things like Beautiful Joe and Okami. Oh my lord. They are not being explored.
Oh my god, Kamiya. Oh my god.
Oh, Kamiya, you
Oh
hurt me,
no! Oh,
Kamiya.
oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna hate the rest of this week because some of these are actually gonna be really good, but then I'm just gonna be left with that crippling aw. Look
It's
at
like, oh no,
this.
I'm sad.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier. Someone else on my timeline took a retweeted that shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
That fucking Cuphead.
Dude, the Cuphead.
What? The fucking Sakurai middle thing. It's gonna get way too much use.
Bro.
Oh no.
Bro.
Yeah.
Sans me Gunner costume got more fucking hype than fucking like Challenger #5. God damn.
It's the filler that was needed.
Oh shit,
Unfortunate.
yo, that pink gold peach. That pink gold peach.
Sometimes you just need a pink gold piece.
Oh my god, dude.
Gotta make them deadlines.
Sometimes you just need a pink gold peach. Damn. Oh my god. Damn. Damn. I didn't even expect shit, but I'm just still sitting here like, yo, damn.
Because it's not a low hype pick. It's just something that a lot of people didn't want to see anymore. You know. It's like even when you have zero expectations.
It's the thing that's like, you know, it's been said countless times. It's just like, it's like, even as someone who's like,
I really
Fire
want somebody
Emblem
to point
Three
out the
Houses
Byleth fans.
is my favorite game of 2019. Even those people aren't gonna be like, hey yo, Byleth, like that. It's like if it was fucking, like if it was just like Edelgard or whatever the fuck her dumbass name is. Like, if it was just the chick, like the Black Eagles chick, that would have been like more hype than like Byleth.
They couldn't do that. They couldn't put a girl in Smash.
Oh no.
Only if it's a second old guy character.
A shittier design of
I
a main
feel
character.
bad for whoever is like handling like Nintendo versus.
Whoa. Fucking Sakurai said himself, we didn't tell anyone about this.
Yeah,
so
we
they're
didn't
gonna
tell
have
anybody.
to-
It's gonna be surprise for all.
They're gonna have to rush to,
They're gonna be
work
like,
on the
really?
advertisement.
He said people would be like, really?
You know the Nintendo
You
versus
just hear,
guys
like, one
deleting all
guy
those
in the-
Dante pictures.
You just hear one guy in the back of the Nintendo office going, "Yay!"
Yeah.
Wait, did Nintendo versus like retweet Dante stuff?
No.
Oh, you're just thinking about like all the replies they must have gotten on social media about that, right?
I was just joking that they had prepared a bunch of Dante pictures because they thought it was gonna be him too.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay, but my fans was like, by the way, it's me in the past. Like, I'm recording all this in November. Like,
Oh, he started with that too?
no, you didn't remember he said that? Sakurai
No,
said
he
that?
said that he said that the last direct, but I didn't hear it in this one.
No, yeah, he said that
he
it's
said
actually November.
last time it was a month in advance. This time it's 2 months in advance.
Yeah, it was really
Oh,
early
wow.
in the video. I missed it too, I think.
Yeah, he said like it's November. Like,
I think he said that like after the trailer, so everyone was still busy like reacting at just the Byleth thing.
yo, Mr. Panic, this title screen is cracked out, bro.
Oh, let me start up again. Yes, yes.
This title screen is cracked the fuck out. Yo,
Oh, I wanna-
damn.
Okay, let's go.
That was sick.
Actual
That was
hype
actually
stuff.
sick as well. Yeah, the actual hype shit. Let's go, dude.
Dude, I'm excited, dude. Let's go.
Yo. I ain't worried about nothing.
Dude.
It's like I feel like this is actually one of the few times where I'm gonna be more definitive like on this train. Like, yeah, that's a basic pick. I don't care. I'm sorry.
It's like the most safe
every
possible pick.
90% of my time spent discussing things with people here, I always try to be like that person who's like, this is a thing for somebody out there. Might not be me, but no, this one's basic. I'm sorry. Like, and the only reason why I'm even bringing this up is because I was looking up in the main chat for like 3 seconds and I saw the slight like conversation between Doorman and Nighty, and I'm just here like, I don't doubt it, but I really need to see people talk about Byleth. Like, that's my favorite character. I wanted to see that character in Smash, etc., etc., etc. Because like every aspect of Three Houses fandom, playing the games, seeing other people do things, content with it, it has literally just been almost unanimous that like I only ever heard people talk about the house leads themselves and then like random smatterings of the characters within the houses. But now I'm watching history be rewritten in front of me like, oh, Byleth definitely has their appeals and whatnot. I'm just like, explain? Not that I don't want to sound overly cynical, but it really makes no sense to me.
They got some good skills
For
in
me-
Fire Emblem Heroes.
for me, I'm kind of realizing that like the cycle of people theory crafting who gets in and then being wrong, and then being mad because they're wrong, or just like otherwise just like not even necessarily caring about like whatever gameplay is introduced via the character, regardless of whether or not it's applied to the visual appearance of a character that they personally care about, is just like the character could play pretty cool, but it doesn't fucking matter to people because it's not the one that they wanted to get in. So it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
I can.
you don't have to be a fan of the character to be like, yeah, I'll try this. Like, yeah, maybe don't buy it, obviously, because it's a paid DLC in this case. But if you
Yeah,
were already going to get it because you bought the pack, you're allowed to just play the character, even though you don't know shit or care worth a damn about who the character is. Just see
yeah,
how they
like
play
that.
because it's a video game and you're allowed to do that shit, and it doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to go this hard, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like even Yuki was
that's.
saying that he would play. I don't even think he played Fire Emblem.
He played through like a third of the game.
Yeah. Like not to say that the character getting in
Weirdo.
is exciting or anything. Cause it's not. Like at least not for me. Like I don't care about it because I've never played Fire Emblem, and a lot of people don't care because the character from the series is kind of as y'all keep putting it basic. But
One of the pro challenges is fucking beating Oxide's time trial on Oxide Station. Yo, what the fuck?
Damn. Oh, I'm looking at the intro screen.
Dude, the intro screen is wild.
All I want to do is
Oh, this outfit though. Oh, there's Ako Uka. How I'm gonna call him. Yo, this title screen is reminiscent of something. What is it reminding me of?
Yo, Cortex is on his fucking Sigma shit, dude. What the fuck? His podium animation. That's wild.
Nah, yeah. Time to buy out the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, actually. Crash with the green glass.
Oh shit, yo, Polar's going ham. What the fuck?
Suck boring.
See staff post.
Meanwhile, I want to know when Glass Skull Man is getting into Smash.
Oh, stop.
No, look at this.
Oh, that guy.
I guess Mirror Skull Man.
Mirror Man.
Okay,
I'm not
Grumpy.
making
like a
an
fucking Metal
Undertale
Gear
joke,
character.
guys. Don't worry.
That tweet is really good though. Like I don't know what that man was going to, but he absolutely killed it.
No, yeah, don't worry, Dorman. It's not really a comment about you specifically. It's more about the overarching like cycle of theorycraft, be wrong and then be bad that like the greater Smash community has that just kind of makes it so like if I was ever gonna get into Smash, it kind of makes it really exhausting to consider it because it's just like this shit again. But that's not like anything like based on the insular stuff that happens in here. It's just in general.
I'll crush you all like bugs.
Honestly, though, the fact that the DLC is not forced on you, and you can even individually buy the characters that you care about once they're released. Like,
See staff post already.
This
Jesus
reminds me of how
Christ.
much I dislike Byleth in their own game. No, yeah.
Beat nitrous oxide time trial goes to oxide station. Wow, it's actually a thing.
Yep.
I think we've all collectively had enough of people doing something.
Dude, I'm so genuinely over that aspect of like literally anything internet. This plays back into that mini discussion I was having elsewhere about like jadedness on the internet. I'm fed up with it, man. Like it's 2020. I want to see that replaced with genuine enthusiasm for things again because I'm sick to death of everything that I'm doing or whatnot having to be metered around Joe Schmo's like self, what do you call it? Entire sense of self being dictated around the basic 4chan humor he developed in the 2000s. I'm over that.
Yeah, no, for me it's just like I don't like really I don't really relate to people who like weaponizing people's excitement for things against them, or excitement, or like I don't know.
Oh, this quartz exploding. What?
I don't know. Just like, uh, like maybe if they're being like really like ridiculous, sure, but like just being like, oh man, you know, not that character that I wanted in. That's not, you know, that's not doing that stuff. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I really should get up, but I'm too tired. Damn it. I'm just scrolling through Twitter and I can't stop staring at the glass, man.
Yeah, this new dingo actually looks sick, dude.
Crash Cup, Ring Rally, Shortcut with Cortex. It's a golden Wumpa.
Yo, this spoiler is doing the Sonic. What?
Dude, the podium animations are wild.
These are wild podium animations.
Complete the Crash Cup mirror too. Fuck that, I ain't doing this shit. Alright. Win 15 mirror mode races on Mega Man. I hate mirror mode. Hate it.
Sounds like a grind.
Power slide for a total of 180 seconds. Use a shortcut, make it makes me catch a total of 20 golden Wumpa.
Yo, the Spura animation, what?
Oh god, break all the time, creates engine labs. Oh, fuck off.
I mean, that's easy.
Win
Because you don't actually
win 2 races in a row in hot air skyway without going off-road. What the fuck?
That's such a debate.
That's actually funny as shit. Alright. What cups are in the Crash Cup? Oh, Polar Pass. Oh! Oh. I forgot that the Crash Cup is like actually fun.
I actually really like this Coco skin.
But I gotta play Cortex right now. Fuck. I gotta play Cortex.
10 millionth Coco skin, but whatever.
What happened now?
Will just posted this tweet.
Dude, you don't need Relic Platinum anymore. You just use Desert Duster.
Nah. Time to buy every single thing. Ugh. Yep. Too many A presses.
Okay, I'm gonna go to work now, I guess.
That's right. It's Thursday, not Saturday. Bye, gang.
Yep. Bye.
I'm sure work is more interesting than the...
No.
I ended up staying long anyway, just because I didn't like. Just all the discussion was funny anyway.
Yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. And I also hope
Oh.
that I'm not coming off as like super like annoying right now.
Nah, you're fine.
I don't know.
Everyone feels the same way, more or less.
Just not a great announcement.
It's a shared sentiment here.
Just not really a good announcement.
Yeah. So at the same time, since you're leaving, let me
Oh, yeah.
properly and formally stop the stream. Everyone say bye.
Bye bye.